Ladies and gentlemen, mental health matters, removing the stigma. In this motivational speech, the focus is on breaking down barriers around mental health and creating a culture of understanding, compassion, and acceptance. The speech will address the following key points. Understanding mental health. Explain the importance of mental health and how it affects every aspect of life, relationships, work, and personal well-being. Normalize mental health as an integral part of overall health, comparable to physical health. The impact of stigma. Discuss how societal stigma prevents individuals from seeking help, sharing their struggles, and feeling supported. Highlight the harmful consequences of stigma, including increased isolation and exacerbation of mental health issues. Challenging misconceptions. Debunk common myths about mental health, such as the idea that mental illness is a sign of weakness or something that can simply be snapped out of. Share real-life examples of individuals who have faced and overcome mental health challenges to inspire and educate. The role of conversations. Emphasize the power of open, judgment-free conversations in reducing stigma. Encourage audiences to listen, validate, and support those who share their mental health experiences. Practical steps for change. Advocate for actions that everyone can take to help remove the stigma, such as educating themselves, supporting mental health initiatives, and speaking up against discrimination. Highlight the importance of seeking professional help when needed and make it clear that doing so is a sign of strength. A call to action. Inspire the audience to be mental health advocates in their communities by promoting kindness, understanding, and respect. Conclude with a hopeful vision for a future where mental health is openly discussed and universally supported. This speech aims to empower individuals to take action, foster empathy, and create an environment where mental health conversations are normalized and celebrated. Would you like suggestions on structuring the speech or adding anecdotes and resources? Here are 10 key points for the motivational speech, Mental Health Matters, Removing the Stigma. Mental health is universal. Everyone has mental health, just like physical health, and it affects all areas of life, relationships, work, and personal fulfillment. Stigma hurts more than the illness. Stigma surrounding mental health creates shame, discourages people from seeking help, and isolates those who are struggling. Mental illness is not a weakness. Struggling with mental health does not reflect a lack of strength, but rather a need for understanding, support, and treatment. Start the conversation. Talking openly about mental health helps normalize it, making it easier for people to seek help and feel less alone. Education is key. Misinformation and stereotypes fuel stigma. Learning about mental health conditions can foster empathy and reduce judgment. Support is powerful. A simple act of listening or offering kindness can make a significant difference for someone struggling with their mental health. Seeking help is a strength. Encourage the audience to view therapy, counseling, or seeking help as brave and essential steps toward healing and growth. Words matter. Avoiding derogatory or dismissive language about mental health promotes a culture of respect and understanding. Community impact. Creating safe spaces at work, schools, and communities where mental health is valued can lead to healthier, more productive environments. Be a mental health advocate. Inspire the audience to take action by supporting mental health initiatives, speaking out against stigma, and fostering an inclusive environment. These points can be tailored with anecdotes, statistics, or personal stories to create a more impactful and relatable speech. Would you like help developing any of these further? Mental health is universal. Mental health is an essential part of being human, and it affects everyone regardless of age, gender, background, or life circumstances. Just like physical health, it exists on a spectrum and can vary throughout a person's life. This key point aims to emphasize that mental health is not just about mental illness, it's about emotional well-being, resilience, and the ability to cope with life's challenges. Key aspects to highlight. Mental health affects everyone. Every person has mental health, just as they have physical health. Whether it's managing stress, processing emotions, or overcoming adversity, mental health plays a vital role in how we live and interact with the world. It's not a binary concept. Mental health isn't just about being healthy or ill. It exists on a continuum that can shift daily, weekly, or even moment to moment to moment, influenced by factors like relationships, work, or life events. Life's challenges can impact anyone. From major life changes like losing a loved one to daily stressors like work pressure, everyone encounters situations that can affect their mental health. Recognizing this universal truth fosters empathy and understanding. Mental wellness is for everyone. Just as people take steps to maintain physical health like eating well or exercising, mental health also requires care, such as practicing mindfulness, seeking support, or setting boundaries. Breaking the US vs. them mentality. Mental health is not something that only affects other people. By acknowledging that everyone experiences ups and downs, we break down barriers and reduce stigma. This point sets the foundation for normalizing mental health conversations and makes it clear that addressing mental health is not just for those who have been diagnosed with a condition, but for everyone who wants to live a balanced, fulfilling life. Stigma hurts more than the illness. Stigma surrounding mental health can have devastating effects, often exceeding the challenges posed by the condition itself. It creates a barrier between individuals and the support they need, perpetuates misconceptions, and fosters feelings of shame and isolation. This point focuses on the profound impact stigma has on individuals, families, and society, and why breaking this cycle is crucial. Key aspects to highlight. Stigma prevents people from seeking help. Many individuals avoid seeking treatment due to fear of being judged, misunderstood, or labeled. This can delay recovery and exacerbate symptoms, leaving people to suffer in silence. Shame and isolation. Stigma often causes individuals to feel ashamed of their struggles, leading to withdrawal from social circles, workplaces, and communities, further deepening their mental health challenges. Misunderstandings and stereotypes. Stigma perpetuates harmful myths, such as the idea that people with mental health conditions are dangerous, weak, or incompetent. These misconceptions fuel discrimination and marginalization. Impact on relationships and careers. Fear of stigma can strain personal relationships and lead to job loss or limited career opportunities as individuals hide their struggles or face prejudice in the workplace. The ripple effect. Stigma doesn't only affect individuals, it impacts families, communities, and society. It discourages open conversations, perpetuating cycles of silence and ignorance. Comparisons to physical health. Unlike physical illnesses, mental health conditions are often dismissed or trivialized, with people told to snap out of it or just think positive. This diminishes the legitimacy of their experiences. The role of self-stigma. Internalized stigma can be particularly damaging as individuals begin to believe negative stereotypes about themselves, reducing their self-worth and motivation to seek help. A barrier to progress. Stigma limits research, funding, and advocacy for mental health, making it harder to develop effective treatments and policies that could benefit millions. By addressing stigma, we create a society where mental health is treated with the same care, respect, and urgency as physical health. This allows individuals to access the resources they need to heal, thrive, and feel valued for who they are, not judged for what they're going through. Mental illness is not a weakness. Mental illness is not a sign of personal failure, lack of strength, or character flaw. It is a legitimate health condition influenced by factors like biology, environment, and life experiences. This key point challenges the misconception that struggling with mental health is a reflection of weakness and highlights the courage it takes to face these challenges. Key aspects to highlight. Mental illness is a health condition. Just as physical illnesses like diabetes or asthma require treatment and care, mental illnesses are medical conditions that can affect anyone, regardless of their strength or willpower. The role of biology and environment. Mental health conditions often stem from factors beyond an individual's control, such as genetic predisposition, chemical imbalances, trauma, or stressful life events. Strength in seeking help. Acknowledging the need for help and taking steps to address mental health requires immense courage and resilience. It is an act of strength, not weakness. Challenging the double standard. Society often views physical illness with empathy and support, but labels mental illness as a personal failing. This double standard is unfair and harmful. Everyone struggles at times. Struggling with mental health doesn't mean a person is weak, it means they are human. Life's challenges can affect even the most resilient individuals. Inspiring stories of strength. Many individuals with mental health conditions have gone on to achieve incredible success, demonstrating that mental illness does not define a person's capabilities or worth. Breaking down stereotypes. Words like lazy, dramatic, or attention-seeking are often wrongly associated with mental illness. Education and awareness can replace these harmful stereotypes with understanding and support. Resilience in adversity. Living with a mental illness often requires developing coping mechanisms, adaptability, and perseverance, which are true markers of strength. Empathy over judgment. Encouraging people to replace judgment with empathy creates a culture where individuals feel safe to express their struggles without fear of being labeled weak. Mental health is a journey. Everyone has highs and lows, and seeking help, building resilience, and navigating life's challenges are part of a journey that demonstrates inner strength. This point reframes mental illness as an opportunity for growth and resilience, empowering individuals to view their struggles not as limitations but as part of their story of strength and perseverance. Start the conversation. Open dialogue is the first step toward breaking the stigma surrounding mental health. Talking about mental health not only normalizes the topic, but also creates a safe space for people to share their experiences, seek support, and feel less alone. This point emphasizes the power of communication in fostering understanding and connection. Key aspects to highlight. The power of talking. Discussing mental health openly helps dispel myths and reduces the fear of judgment. It shifts the narrative from shame to acceptance, making it easier for individuals to seek help. Normalizing mental health. Conversations about mental health should be as routine as discussions about physical health. This helps integrate mental health into everyday life as an essential part of well-being. Creating safe spaces. Encourage creating environments, whether at home, work, or school, where people feel comfortable discussing their mental health without fear of being dismissed or criticized. Listening without judgment. Sometimes people don't need advice, they just need to be heard. Emphasize the importance of empathetic listening as a powerful tool for support. Sharing personal stories. Sharing one's own experiences with mental health can inspire others to open up. It also demonstrates that they are not alone in their struggles. Asking thoughtful questions. Encourage simple, genuine questions like, "How are you feeling?" or "Is there something I can do to help these show care?" and invite meaningful dialogue. Conversations save lives. Many people struggling with mental health issues feel invisible or unheard. A simple, heartfelt conversation can provide hope, reduce isolation, and even prevent tragedy. Addressing misconceptions. Conversations provide an opportunity to challenge stereotypes and replace misinformation with empathy and understanding. Leading by example. Leaders, influencers, and community figures can model vulnerability and openness, inspiring others to do the same. A ripple effect of awareness. Starting the conversation in one circle, whether among friends, family, or coworkers, can create a ripple effect, encouraging others to talk about mental health and fostering a more accepting culture. By starting the conversation, we lay the foundation for a society where mental health is openly discussed, understood, and supported. This point empowers individuals to be catalysts for change, one conversation at a time. Education is key. Education is a powerful tool for breaking down stigma and fostering a deeper understanding of mental health. By equipping people with accurate information, we can replace fear and misconceptions with empathy, awareness, and support. This point emphasizes the importance of learning about mental health to create an informed and compassionate society. Key aspects to highlight. Understanding mental health basics. Educating people about what mental health is and isn't helps to normalize it as an essential part of overall well-being. Knowledge reduces the fear and stigma often associated with the unknown. Breaking down myths and misconceptions. Common myths, such as mental illness is rare or people can just snap out of it, perpetuate stigma. Education replaces these falsehoods with facts, fostering a culture of understanding. Recognizing warning signs. Education helps individuals identify early signs of mental health challenges, both in themselves and others, enabling timely intervention and support. Understanding the spectrum of mental health. Mental health exists on a continuum, from thriving to struggling. Learning about this spectrum helps people see mental health as a dynamic aspect of life, not a binary state. The role of biology and environment. Understanding that mental health conditions often result from a combination of genetic, biological, environmental, and psychological factors combats the idea that they are simply personal failings. Empathy through awareness. Learning about different mental health conditions and their impacts fosters empathy and reduces judgment, helping individuals better support those around them. Access to resources. Education highlights the availability of mental health resources, including therapy, hotlines, and community programs, encouraging people to seek and provide support. Promoting inclusivity. A well-informed society is better equipped to create inclusive environments where people feel safe discussing their mental health without fear of discrimination. Empowering advocates. Educated individuals are empowered to become mental health advocates, challenging stigma and promoting acceptance in their communities. The ripple effect. Sharing knowledge creates a ripple effect, inspiring others to learn and spread awareness, ultimately leading to a more supportive and compassionate society. By making education about mental health a priority, we equip individuals with the tools to understand, empathize, and act, creating a world where mental health is respected and supported. Support is powerful. Support has the power to transform lives, offering strength and hope to those facing mental health challenges. Whether it comes from friends, family, coworkers, or communities, meaningful support can be a lifeline, reducing isolation and empowering individuals to seek help and heal. This point emphasizes the vital role of support in mental health recovery and well-being. Key aspects to highlight. The importance of connection. Feeling supported creates a sense of belonging and reminds individuals that they are not alone. Connection with others is a cornerstone of emotional well-being. Reducing isolation. Many people with mental health challenges feel misunderstood or alone. Supportive interactions help reduce this sense of isolation, making it easier for individuals to share their struggles. This encouragement to seek help. Support often gives individuals the confidence to seek professional help, knowing they have a network of people rooting for their recovery. Active listening matters. Listening without judgment can be one of the most powerful ways to support someone. Sometimes people don't need solutions, they need to feel heard and validated. Support can be simple. Small gestures like checking in, offering a kind word, or simply being present can make a huge difference in someone's mental health journey. Creating safe spaces. A supportive environment encourages open dialogue where individuals feel safe expressing their emotions without fear of judgment or criticism. The ripple effect of support. Showing support not only impacts the individual, but also inspires others in the community to adopt a more compassionate and understanding attitude. Breaking the stigma together. When people openly support those with mental health challenges, it sends a message that there's no shame in struggling, helping to break down stigma on a broader scale. Support builds resilience. Knowing that support is available provides a foundation of stability and hope, helping individuals navigate their challenges with greater resilience. Support empowers recovery. Mental health recovery is often a journey, and consistent understanding support can play a key role in helping individuals rebuild their lives and thrive. By offering support, we remind others of their inherent worth and strength. This point encourages everyone to be a source of encouragement, understanding, and kindness, proving that even the smallest acts of support can have a profound impact. Seeking help is a strength. Seeking help for mental health challenges is a powerful act of courage, not a sign of weakness. It requires self-awareness, vulnerability, and the willingness to take proactive steps toward healing and well-being. This point emphasizes that asking for support is an empowering decision that takes strength, and it is a vital part of self-care and recovery. Key aspects to highlight. Acknowledging the need for support. Recognizing that you need help is a sign of emotional intelligence. It shows an understanding of one's limitations and a commitment to self-improvement, both of which require strength. Overcoming stigma. Seeking help in a society where mental health struggles are often stigmatized takes immense bravery. Choosing to ask for help challenges harmful stereotypes and sets an example for others to follow. Empowerment through action. Taking the step to seek help, whether through therapy, counseling, or reaching out to loved ones, is an active form of empowerment. It shows an individual is taking control of their well-being and seeking the resources they need to heal. Vulnerability is not weakness. Being vulnerable by opening up to others about mental health struggles requires strength. It's an expression of trust and a willingness to confront one's fears or insecurities to improve their condition. Seeking help is proactive. Many people assume they should wait until they hit rock bottom before seeking help. In reality, seeking help early on is a proactive and smart decision that can prevent further emotional and psychological distress. Support leads to growth. Help is not just about getting through tough times, it's about learning, growing, and developing the skills needed to manage future challenges. Seeking help can provide valuable tools and coping mechanisms for long-term well-being. It's a sign of strength in relationships. Asking for help is also an act of trust in others. It allows for deeper, more meaningful connections with those who can provide the support, care, and understanding needed for healing. You don't have to do it alone. Acknowledging that you don't have to navigate mental health struggles on your own reinforces the idea that it's okay to lean on others, whether professionals or loved ones. We all need support at different times. Seeking help reduces suffering. By actively seeking help, individuals can address their mental health issues before they worsen, reducing unnecessary suffering and promoting quicker recovery. Breaking the myth of self-sufficiency. The belief that one must handle everything alone is a myth that can lead to burnout and prolonged distress. Seeking help shows maturity and the understanding that collaboration and support are essential for well-being. This point encourages individuals to see seeking help as a positive, courageous step, not as a last resort. It promotes a shift in mindset, recognizing that asking for support is a necessary and admirable part of the journey to mental health and healing. Words matter. The language we use to talk about mental health has a profound impact on how people perceive themselves and others. Words can either build up or tear down, offer comfort or cause harm. This point underscores the importance of choosing language that is respectful, empathetic, and inclusive, as it can play a significant role in reducing stigma and fostering a supportive environment for those struggling with mental health challenges. Key aspects to highlight. Language shapes perception. The words we use can influence how mental health is understood and treated. Words like crazy, psycho, or unstable perpetuate harmful stereotypes and create a culture of judgment, whereas words like challenging, resilient, and struggling reflect a more compassionate and accurate view of mental health. Avoiding derogatory terms. Using derogatory terms to describe someone with mental health struggles intentionally or unintentionally reinforces stigma and discourages open dialogue. Instead, use respectful and accurate terminology to foster understanding and support. Empathy through language. Choosing words that show empathy, such as "I'm here for you," "you're not alone," or "it's okay to ask for help," can make a person feel seen, heard, and supported. Compassionate language creates an atmosphere where people feel safe to express their experiences. The impact of self-talk. How we speak to ourselves is just as important as how we speak to others. Negative self-talk can reinforce feelings of worthlessness or shame, while positive, affirming language can empower and encourage self-compassion. Encouraging healthier self-talk is crucial in building resilience. The language reflects understanding. Using person-first language, e.g., a person with depression rather than a depressed person, helps to separate the person from their condition, reinforcing the idea that they are not defined by their mental health challenges. It emphasizes their humanity over their struggles. Challenging harmful myths. Words can challenge harmful myths about mental health. For example, saying mental illness is common and treatable counters the misconception that mental health issues are rare or impossible to overcome, promoting hope and openness. Language as a tool for advocacy. Advocating for mental health issues is deeply tied to the language used. By using inclusive and non-stigmatizing terms, we can change the narrative around mental health, promoting a culture where everyone feels comfortable seeking help without fear of judgment. The power of listening. Sometimes the most important words aren't the ones we speak, but the ones we listen to. Active listening without interrupting or offering immediate solutions is a powerful form of communication that shows respect and understanding. Words can heal. Supportive words can provide comfort and healing. A simple phrase like "I understand and I'm here for you" can be incredibly impactful for someone going through a mental health struggle, giving them the strength to face their challenges. Encouraging open dialogue. Using inclusive, open language encourages ongoing conversations about mental health, allowing individuals to feel comfortable sharing their experiences without fear of being dismissed or misunderstood. This point emphasizes that the language we use, whether in casual conversations or public discussions, has the power to shape attitudes and experiences. By choosing our words thoughtfully, we can help build a more inclusive, empathetic world where mental health is treated with respect and dignity. Community impact. The health of a community is deeply connected to the mental well-being of its members. When mental health is prioritized, supported, and understood, it creates a stronger, more resilient community where people feel valued, connected, and empowered. This point emphasizes the broader societal benefits of addressing mental health and fostering a supportive, inclusive environment for all. Key aspects to highlight. Fostering a supportive environment. A community that supports mental health promotes an environment where individuals feel safe to express their struggles without fear of judgment. This openness reduces isolation and fosters a sense of belonging. Creating safe spaces for dialogue. Encouraging open conversations about mental health in schools, workplaces, and social settings helps normalize the topic. Safe spaces where people can talk freely about their mental health lead to a deeper sense of connection and understanding among community members. Reducing stigma through collective action. When a community collectively rejects the stigma surrounding mental health, it creates an inclusive environment where people feel empowered to seek help without shame. This change is most powerful when led by community leaders, schools, and local organizations. Mental health as a shared responsibility. Mental health should not be seen as an individual issue alone, but as a collective concern. By supporting one another and acknowledging the importance of mental well-being, a community becomes a stronger, more unified entity. Increased awareness and resources. Communities that prioritize mental health are more likely to have accessible resources such as mental health hotlines, counseling services, and support groups. These resources help individuals in need and raise awareness about available support. Improving overall well-being. Supporting mental health improves not just individual lives, but the entire community. When people feel mentally well, they are more productive, engaged, and contributing to the overall success of the group, whether in the workplace, at school, or in family settings. Building resilience together. Communities that come together to support mental health help build collective resilience. People become more equipped to handle challenges, recover from setbacks, and support one another in times of difficulty. Strong social networks. Strong social support networks are key to mental well-being. Communities that nurture connections among members through shared activities, volunteerism, and social engagements help individuals feel connected, reducing the likelihood of mental health struggles due to loneliness or isolation. Supporting youth and future generations. By prioritizing mental health in the community, especially through education and outreach, we ensure that future generations grow up in an environment where mental well-being is valued. This leads to a more compassionate, mentally resilient society in the future. The economic benefits of mental health support. Communities that focus on mental health also see economic benefits. When people are mentally well, they are more productive, less likely to miss work, and more engaged in their communities. Additionally, addressing mental health issues early can prevent more costly long-term health issues. By actively supporting mental health, a community can build a foundation of trust, empathy, and care, making it a safer and more inclusive place for everyone. A collective focus on mental well-being strengthens the bonds between individuals, creating a thriving, resilient society. Be a mental health advocate. Being a mental health advocate means actively supporting, promoting, and raising awareness about mental health issues to reduce stigma, encourage understanding, and push for better resources and policies. Advocates use their voices and actions to create positive change in society, helping individuals access the support they need and fostering a culture of empathy and respect for mental health. Key aspects to highlight. Raising awareness. Mental health advocacy begins with raising awareness. By educating others about mental health conditions, symptoms, treatments, and the importance of mental well-being, advocates help to normalize these topics and reduce the fear and misunderstanding surrounding them. Challenging stigma and discrimination. Advocates play a key role in breaking down the stigma associated with mental health. This involves speaking out against harmful stereotypes, standing up for those who may face discrimination, and fostering an environment where mental health is treated with the same importance as physical health. Encouraging open conversations. Being an advocate means promoting open, honest conversations about mental health in all aspects of life at work, in schools, within families, and in social settings. Normalizing these discussions encourages others to seek help without fear of judgment. Supporting mental health policies. Advocates push for better mental health policies and services, including improved access to care, funding for mental health research, and workplace policies that support mental well-being. They work to ensure that mental health is prioritized at local, state, and national levels. Empowering others to seek help. By speaking openly about the importance of seeking help, mental health advocates inspire others to get the support they need. This might involve encouraging individuals to talk to a mental health professional, participate in support groups, or reach out to friends and family. Creating safe spaces. Advocates work to create environments where people feel comfortable discussing their mental health struggles. This includes establishing safe spaces in communities, workplaces, schools, and online platforms where individuals can share their experiences without fear of judgment. Sharing personal stories. Personal stories can be incredibly powerful in changing attitudes. When advocates share their own mental health journeys, they inspire others to do the same, showing that mental health challenges are common and can be overcome with the right support and care. Being a role model. Advocates lead by example. By openly discussing their own mental health, seeking help when needed, and practicing self-care, they model healthy behaviors and show others that it's okay to prioritize mental well-being. Engaging in community outreach. Advocacy extends beyond personal conversations. Involvement in community outreach, awareness campaigns, mental health education, and volunteering at mental health organizations helps create broader societal change and ensures that resources are available to those in need. Advocating for mental health education. Mental health advocates push for mental health education to be incorporated into school curriculums, workplaces, and public health programs. By ensuring that people of all ages understand mental health, we can prevent issues before they escalate and promote overall well-being. Being a mental health advocate means taking action to change the narrative, support individuals who are struggling, and ensure that everyone has the opportunity to thrive mentally and emotionally. Advocates use their voices to make a meaningful impact, helping to build a more compassionate and mentally healthy society.